American Culinary Review is a national platform where technology and taste meet, where the issues facing consumers and businesses take center stage, where the spotlight seeks out and shines on the creators and innovators. This editorial series, featured on national television, singles out advances from safety to nutrition, from production to the palate. Safe Food Systems was handpicked as a featured guest because of its commitment to improving the culinary industry.
Hello, I'm Morley Safe. The culinary industry relies heavily on technology and advances in production techniques. Food safety, handling, storage, they're all important considerations. From manufacturing to packaging to preparation. Here's one way to help ensure that the end result is top quality.
It is a silent, invisible killer that most of us rarely think of: bacteria. It is transmitted through frequently touched surfaces or from person to person. According to the Center for Disease Control and Prevention, 80,000 people died from cross-contamination last year in the United States alone, and at least 75 million more were infected.
When we consider cross-contamination, we consider this event as starting with the hand. The hand passes along the bacteria or the virus onto a hard surface, and this hard surface will maintain this inoculum in the case of bacteria for several hours. In the case of virus, it can last for 24 to 48 hours on a hard surface. Subsequently, when the hard surface is contacted, it then is spread to the next point. The majority of foodborne illnesses are caused by cross-contamination. This can be contamination that is caused by the employee. It can be contamination that has been picked up during the processing of the food and subsequently passed along to the final prepared product. There can be many different scenarios as far as how cross-contamination can occur. Perhaps one of the most difficult places to control this cross-contamination is where people come together to eat. Restaurants, cafeterias, school lunches, hospitals.
Safety regulations require that food operators in restaurants and processing plants wear protective gloves. Gloves, however, tend to give a false sense of security, and workers often neglect to wash their hands. The warm and moist environment of the gloves causes the organisms on the hand to multiply even more rapidly.
Some of the problems with gloves are the obvious. That is, that gloves can become contaminated by touching a surface that contains an inoculum of bacteria or virus. Gloves are usually not washed as a person would wash their hands. Gloves can often be worn for extended periods of time and not changed adequately. There has been studies that have shown that gloves can actually leak from the inside out, which provides another possible problem in terms of contamination. Hand washing is singly the most important event that industry can enforce, but what can we do about a situation where the public now is at a salad bar or is at a buffet? We can't enforce the same types of hand washing procedures as you're able to do in the industry. We need to have a product which is going to put a barrier between the hands of the public and the food that is being served.
A new method to help prevent cross-contamination is now at work in many self-serve food and salad bars, such as this one. It utilizes protective grips on the restaurant utensils. Designed by Safe Food Systems, The grips are used only once by a customer and then re-sanitized.
When you go to use a salad bar serving system, you're using a gripper, and it handles every single piece of the equipment or utensils that we have at a salad bar or food bar. And on the reverse side of the counter, it can be used to serve by the people behind salad bars. One of the most interesting facets that we've found in the development of this, and we've had many contacts with schools and the government, but the most interesting one has been the hospital. There is no regulation for people that are going through the salad bar or food bar to wash their hands. And this protects then all those people, because you know that all the diseases that come out of a hospital are brought right down into the cafeteria serving area. And then guess what? They go home with somebody, or whomever may not expect that to be part of their hospital bill as they head home. And who knows, 6 months later, you know, they've got a real situation.
When I'm out eating, I want to make sure that my family and myself are being protected from the contamination that might come from other people.
Very simply, the system shields against liability, because what it does is it prevents cross-contamination between people that don't have clean hands and people that do have clean hands that use the particular utensils in a serving line. And again, I honestly believe that the use of this particular system would prevent any claim that may be brought against a restaurant owner under these circumstances.
One of the paramount concerns in our society is maintaining our health. Innovations in technology and education are helping to provide us with more opportunities to make a difference in disease prevention.
Our world is impacted tomorrow by the decisions we make today. American Culinary Review will continue to look at some of the best ideas from around the globe. Be sure to join us next time.
Once again, American Culinary Review extends a special thanks to the companies and organizations that have risen to meet the challenges of today's culinary industry. This has been a presentation of WJMK.